Hello sweet friends, it's Sarah at Crochet with Coffee, and today we have another vlog. So this one is going to take place over a couple days because I have these to fix. I also have some other projects to work on, so I just figured I'd take you along with me this week and we can get some stuff done. So right now I showed these on Monday, but I do have some bags that I'm going to finish off. This one needs the ends sewn in. We've got to fix the top here. I did a little test run with some pleating in here just to see how that would fit, because the bag ended up being larger than I thought it was going to. So I do have some zippers here of a variety of sizes, so hopefully one of them will fit with a matching color. So I've got that one. This bag is ends are all sewn in. We're good there, but it does need some D-rings attached to the inside so that I can attach a strap. Now, I don't know if I'm going to buy like a strap to put on here, but I do have these little attachments that I can make my own strap. So I don't know if I'm going to crochet one or if I'm going to buy one or buy like a already assembled one to attach, like an old purse strap or something, but that one needs to get finished. This one is a makeup bag that you make in a panel and you assemble it, you put a zipper in it, all that fun stuff. So that one has to get put together today. If you're interested in any of these, I do have them in the description, and if you want to learn more about them, I have them on my Monday episode that I will also link in the description, so you can go access all that. Now this is a bag that is a drawstring bag, so it has drawstrings that need to be put into the bag. I have a handle that needs to be attached to the bag, and finish that one up. So those are the ones we have to finish. I've got my zippers, I've got my D-rings, and I have, oh, and this one also has some ends that need to be taken care of. So let's take care of these. We'll see what I can get accomplished here and see what else we can get accomplished over this vlog. So this is the first one I'm going to start on. It is going to be, I think, the simplest to finish. I just have a strap to sew on, and then I also have these chains that are supposed to go through the little spaces there. So I need to weave those chains in and then also tie on the handle. So I'm going to get started on that, and I will be showing you a little bit of what I have to do for the rest of this stack of things. So we're going to do that. I'm going to get started. I'm going to find something fun to watch. I'm starting this on Monday, so I'm probably going to catch up on all my Monday YouTube videos. So I'm going to do that and get started on finishing these items up. All right, one bag down. Now I'm going to work on this one. So I do have some different options for zippers. I think this one called for a 12-inch zipper. So let's see, not in there. I have some 14-inch. Let's see, because it needs to go all the way across this section here. So let's see. I think if I could, I think this pink one would be cute, but I also have this yellow one. Let's see. I'm gonna go with pink. Let's see if this size works. Okay. I think that works. So I am going to hand sew this on. I did pick up some new thread because my current thread is very old. So I picked up these colors. Probably gonna go with the cream. I think the cream will be the best. I'm slowly buying these because they're expensive. It's like $3 a spool, or $4 depending. I just got it at Walmart. All right, let's sew this on with our cream thread. Since we have completed 2 bags, I have stopped for a midday coffee. Exactly what I need right now. For a little pick-me-up, because I am a bit on the tired side today. But we've got 2 bags completed, and now we're gonna work on something else. I don't know if I want to add little D-rings to this one and then a strap. So I'm thinking like an I-cord strap maybe, or something else sturdy. I could also do like a braided strap. Not entirely sure yet. So still thinking about that one. And this one, I guess because I know what I'm going to do with this one, I'll start on this next and go from there. We're going to take the pleat off of each side and just maybe continue the height a little bit more because I still have more of this yarn. So we'll see how it goes, and then we'll see what zipper I need. I do have a couple different green zippers that not quite the right green, but it goes close enough. I do have yellow. Would yellow go better? Yellow might go better than the green. I'll see what size works for it, and then I'll see what one looks the best with it. So this is the next one. Hello, we are back for another day of getting these projects finished. So, to share with you a little bit about yesterday. I worked on it a little bit more yesterday, and then I realized I was using the wrong size hook. So I had to tear out everything I had done. I probably got like 6 rows in with the wrong hook size because I looked at it and I was like, my stitches are not looking so great. So I had to tear it out, and then I just restarted right there. So I've only gotten 2 rows in. I had like about that much because I want to bring up the height of this one, because after I took the pleats out of it, I feel like it was too short. So I want to bring it up maybe another 2-ish inches, 1.5 to 2 inches. And then we'll add the zipper on there. From what I'm seeing, I'm going to use the green zipper, I think. The only other one that I have, where is it? The only other one I'm thinking of, because I think the yellow is too much. And I was thinking about doing this tan one, but I only have the 7-inch one. So I think the yellow's too much. So I'm gonna do the green, the green zipper, but this is a 14-inch zipper, and I think it's about the right size. So this pattern, my gauge is totally off, and I didn't check it. So if you want the bag to line up to the gauge that it says on the pattern, do a gauge swatch, or be aware of what's going to happen, because mine ended up being like a 12 to 14-inch bag instead of a 7-inch bag, or whatever the instruction called for a 7-inch zipper, and I'm using a 14, so that'll tell you my gauge is off. But I did use the right hook for the pattern, but I think my tension is really loose. So yeah, and when I started this bag as well, I had just gotten off of doing a project that really hurt my hand, so I was doing looser than normal tension as well on top of this one, because my hand was not wanting to tighten the tension on it. So just keep that in mind. Make sure you do your gauge swatch if you don't want a gigantic bag and you want it something that is more like this size. Because if I had done this size, I would have been done by now, because that's the perfect height for that size. But anyway, I'm going to keep working on this one. I'll give you updates as I get them, and I'm also going to look up some tutorials for the straps on that one that needs the D-rings, so I know for sure I'm adding the D-rings to it, but I don't know what I'm going to do with those little clasp things, if I'm going to purchase a strap or if I'm going to make one. So I'm gonna look up some tutorials and see if I want to do like a rope type of stitch or an I-cord stitch, or I have a dog coming to visit me. Can you hear his tippy tappies? Hi. Good boy. He hears me talking in here and he wants to come be a part of whatever I'm doing. So anyway, I'm gonna continue working on this one and figure out what I want to do for straps for that one, and I will keep you updated along the way. Okay, so update. I do have the zipper pinned in here, but I realized when I went to go sew it in, I don't have any matching thread. I thought I had picked this color up before, but I do need to add that to my stash because I'm slowly replacing my thread colors because what I currently have is like brittle and it's getting old, so I need to replace that. I think I got it like 10 years ago when I got my sewing machine, so it's time to replace that. Past time. But anyway, that is all set. I am going to go get some more thread for that one. I'm going to take a break right now. My daughter and I are going to go out to lunch, and we're also going to stop at Walmart so I can pick up the thread there. And then I will be back later to do some more finishing. I still have not figured out the handle that I want to do on this yet, so I'm still thinking through that one. By the time I'm done with this one, I'll know what I'm doing for this. So I'll be back in a little bit and we will continue getting these pieces completed. And I'm also realizing that There are different angles that are better than others at this new space. I'm still going to be at my granny square chair on Mondays and Wednesdays, but for the vlog videos, since I'm doing a lot of my work here in the office, I wanted to like bring you along in my everyday work environment. But I am realizing that it kind of looks messy in the back. So I'm gonna have to figure that out so it looks more tidy. I did move the computer and stuff around a little bit to clear up this corner here. Just not 100% on it quite yet. I do have a cord for where I'm doing my recording over here. When I do tutorials, I put my recording stuff here, and this cord is for a ring light that shines above it so that we get good lighting for the tutorial. So it's all trial and error right now. That cord needs to get moved, but right now that's where it's sitting. So I know I need to move that around. This calendar probably has to come down. I'm not sure about this one yet. So it's just working along. But yeah, because my work area is in the back, it's a little bit of a disaster right now. So I apologize for that. It's all just a process. So again, I'll be right back. We're back for another day and trying to finish these things. I have not spent a ton of time on these because I've been working on different things and my daughter has summer break. So I've been spending some time with her. So these things have kind of been on the back burner, but we're gonna get this one sewn in today. I got this yarn, not the perfect match with the yarn, but I think it's a good combo between the two. There's a lot of different shades of green. And I don't know, I feel like I could have gotten something that matched more, but I didn't bring anything to match it too. So we're just gonna roll with it. It's green. But we have that. And I have decided what I'm gonna do with this. So what I'm gonna do with this one, first off, I need to find matching yarn to sew this on. So we are taking these D-rings and they are getting sewn to the inside of this bag, like right at the top. And then I'm taking the same color, whatever matches, probably gonna go with gold because this is like a yellow. So I'm gonna take the gold color in here, and I found a lovely tutorial on how to attach a strap to this and crochet a strap. So we're gonna do that, and it's gonna take a little bit because I'm gonna do a thermal stitch for the strap. I haven't decided what color I wanna do. If I wanna do brown, I might do brown. To contrast that, yeah, I might, but I'm still thinking. We'll figure it out. But a brown or a gold color for the strap, and we're going to use the thermal stitch for that, which is actually the same stitch that I used for this bag strap. And it's really nice because it gives a lot of stability in this strap, and it doesn't stretch as much as like if you use like a back loop only type of strap, or you know, whatever that is. But we're gonna work on that one. I'm gonna sew the zipper on this one. We're going to make the strap for that one and sew on the D-rings, and we'll be done. But I don't know how long that's gonna take because today is currently Wednesday because I just got done with our live, and now I need to work on these things to get them done so that I can share them with you on Friday. So let's get started and I'll show you the progress as I go. The bags are all done, so I'm ready to show you what we did here and the final result. So we have this bag is completed. with the strap. So I added that D-ring on there, and the instructions were to wrap it, like sew it so that it covers those corners. And I did that on both sides here. And then with that, I did a thermal stitch for the handle. So this one I did 5 stitches wide with that thermal stitch, and it is really good for acrylic because it does not have a lot of stretch. So very happy with that one. I love this. I think it's so cute. So we've got that bag. Then we have this other bag that is the drawstring bag with the support on the bottom. So you can open it up like this, and you have the inside, you have the plastic canvas bottom on the bottom. And then also this one is a thermal stitch. I think this one is six stitches wide, so you can see the difference here. And then that one is just sewn to the side. And we have our chains that are just woven through those spaces between the double crochets. And you've got, I think it was left with the tails out, so I'm just going to leave them that way. And then you knot the chain together, and then you can just pull both of those on either side, and you close up your drawstring bag. I would like to make more of these in the future. I'd like to make more of both of these. The hardest part about this one was really trying to figure out what I wanted to do with the handle, but now that I have the D-rings and I've done the thermal stitch, I think that's the perfect combo, and it makes it really nice and sturdy. So very happy with how that came out. I would remake that one. I would also remake this one. I think they're great projects. And now we have the makeup bag. So this one was really great. We've got the zipper sewn in here. So let's see how it works. I love that. So I just did some hand sewing on the inside there. Now my hand sewing is not the prettiest, but this zipper went on really easily and really well, and the 14-inch for this one worked really well for me because I think mine ended up being a little bit larger than the tutorial. But I love that one, love how it works or how it ended up. And I think I would use this more as a project bag than a makeup bag. I think if I were to make it with 4 squares wide instead of 6 squares wide on the top, that would be a more of a makeup bag size for me and what I normally use. But love that one. That is the second time I've made that bag, so I will definitely make that in the future, and probably in different sizes. Now, this one, I'm having trouble thinking that what one is a favorite or finding a favorite, but then I have this bag. So I took the pleat out of the top like we had talked about, and I added a couple inches of the single crochet stitch there, and then I sewed the zipper in on the top. It works great. I have my ends sewn in, and I just love this bag. I would say this would be a great project bag. Now for both of these, I followed the instructions. This one for sure came out a whole lot larger than what the pattern said because I was supposed to use, I believe it was a 7-inch zipper. It was a 9 or 7, but this is a 14-inch zipper, and I used the whole thing for it. So it ended up being quite a bit larger than what the pattern said. So I need to figure out my tension on that. I believe it called for a 4-weight yarn, a worsted yarn, and that's what I used. But I'm really happy with how this turned out. I really like it. Like, I'm having a hard time figuring out which one is my favorite, but I had so much fun with all of those. I would remake all of them, and I really like how they all turned out. So let me know which one was your favorite, and I would love to hear your feedback and if you would do anything different than what I did to finish them off. And let me know if you plan on making any of those in the future. So if you had fun with me today, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you'd like to stick around for more yarn related content, you can hit that subscribe button. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you find joy in the little things.